Wrestling, the War Room. Wrestling, the War Room.
Okay, today on the War Room we have JoJo Braunagel, Caden Ernd, Maximo Renteria, and Dylan Connell. This, in my opinion, is the best recruiting class we've had since 2001-2002. And let me remind you who that was. Alex Tirapelli, Kyle Ott, Pete Friedel, and Tyrone Bird. Now, JoJo, are you there?
Yep.
Tell us where you're from, what weight you're going to wrestle at.
I'm from Belleville, Illinois, and I'm wrestling at 197.
And what high school did you go to?
Belleville at Althoff Catholic High School.
Caden Ernd?
I'm from Crystal Lake, Illinois. I wrestle at 174, and I went to Crystal Lake Central.
And Maximo?
I'm going to be wrestling at 125, and I'm from California, and I went to Buchanan High School.
Okay. Is that anywhere near Clovis?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute drive.
Oh, that must be dangerous.
Yeah.
And Dylan, what about you?
I'm from Braunagel, Illinois. I went to high school at Marion Central Catholic in Woodstock, and I'm wrestling at 184 this year.
Okay. I want to start off by asking you guys, what was your favorite cartoon? Caden, can you start us off?
Yeah, I gotcha. That's a good question. All right, I'm gonna go with the classic. I'm gonna go with SpongeBob.
Caden, that's awful.
Come on now. You're awful.
Caden, that's awful.
You're awful.
Okay, that was a tech fall for you. And it was white paddled. JoJo, what was your favorite cartoon?
I would probably have to say Family Guy.
Family Guy. That's stupid.
No, it's not. You're stupid.
Okay, that's a fair point. Point for you.
You're right.
Acting! Brilliant! Thank you! Thank you!
Maximo, what was your favorite cartoon?
I'm probably going to go with the regular show.
I can't even answer that. What are you talking about?
Best show out there. Or it was.
I'm just kidding. I really don't have any idea what that is. Dylan, what's your favorite cartoon?
Mine, going with the best, Tom and Jerry.
I can't believe you even mentioned that because that's my favorite too. So I can't even goof with you.
I know, you can't goof around with the greatest show ever.
Whacking a cat in the butt with a 2x4?
So, mesmerizing, I guess.
It's so cool.
Yeah, right?
Okay, Dylan, your favorite movie?
My favorite series of movies is probably The Purge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maximo, your favorite movie?
Wolf of Wall Street, by far.
You're very certain about that.
Yes.
I couldn't argue against that or anything like that and make you change your position?
No way.
Okay. JoJo, your favorite movie?
My favorite movie series would probably be the Rocky series.
Rocky. Okay. Caden, your favorite?
All right, I like to think I'm a movie connoisseur myself, so I got a top 3. You can't rank them in order. They're just the top 3 movies of all time. I'm going with Good Will Hunting, Step Brothers, and Wolf of Wall Street. Untouchable. Nobody can say different.
That's great attitude. You get 2 points for that, and that was white paddled.
Thank you.
Okay. And then
Oh, wow, white paddled. Come on now. I didn't even pick up on that.
so Marvel or DC, Maximo?
Oh, there's only one right in. Marvel?
JoJo?
Marvel.
Dylan?
Going Marvel.
Caden?
Marvel. 4's on the board.
Nobody for Batman.
Come on now. Iron Man is so much better than Batman.
Who said that?
Joe.
JoJo?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Iron Man would blow Batman up, literally.
Batman kind of sucks. But I really thought about doing this interview in Batman's voice, where he talks like this, and it's very dramatic.
I was born in the darkness.
Okay, okay, let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's do it. Caden, you got some beautiful underhooks. Where'd they come from?
I'll say my coaching Zach Brunson.
Zach is a superstar.
Yes, indeed.
I've watched some of your earlier videos and didn't see the underhooks, but then all of a sudden they started cropping up. Did you become comfortable with them?
Not necessarily. I don't know. It might have been I don't know why I started using them. Maybe I just got my offense better off of my underhooks.
Yeah, I think it works for you. What about that cross wrist tilt?
Here and there, I like to ride wrist on top a decent amount. That's how I hold them down.
What's Coach Ruth working with you on?
Coach Ruth, he's working with all of us on just beating us. He's awesome. We love Coach Ruth. Especially his top game, it's great. I get to learn from one of the best top position coaches in the nation.
Has he worked with you guys on a Cradle series?
Oh yeah, he's put me in a few himself too.
Joey, I wanted to ask you about your Greco. Is that something you see continuing?
Yes. Everything I do has to get in close because everyone I wrestle is tall. Greco is a very big help.
So how much taller is RoboCop over you? Robolewski?
Oh, I don't know. Probably what's Matt, about 6'2"? Yeah, so I'd say about 4 inches taller than me.
What's Coach Medlin like?
Coach Medlin, he's awesome. I couldn't ask for a better freestyle Greco coach. He's helped me out so much, same with my brothers, and he's the best in the country in my opinion.
You've been with the IRTC for how long?
Mother of God.
I started wrestling for the IRTC Zach Manny's freshman year in college.
Yeah. I mean, the IRTC...
So that would be my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, the IRTC hasn't been around that long, and you probably were there close to the start.
Yep, pretty much. I wore the IRTC singlet at every national tournament I've been to that I can think of besides Fargo since freshman or sophomore year, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I got a tough question for you, JoJo.
All right.
Can you tell your brothers apart? Don't lie to me.
Yes. Zach has a bigger head. Danny has a smaller body.
Was that metaphorical? I mean, does he have an actual bigger head, or does he just have an inflated opinion of himself?
Yes, Zach has a huge head.
Do you want me to edit that out?
No.
It stays in.
Zach's head is massive.
Okay, Maximo, I saw some of your videos. I'm impressed. And that fireman's you have is wicked. Now, what I loved even more was the slow fireman's.
Which one?
The slow fireman's. You're in the finals of the folk style nationals.
Oh, yeah. When I sucked him in, that was pulled that one out last second.
That was wicked. But, I mean, you'd go for your fireman's. He kind of stops it, but you say, no, that's not going to stop.
Yeah, no, if I get in there, I'm
You got the leverage.
Yeah, I just got to find those positions.
Now, I got a question for all of you. Are you guys going to the Michigan State Open?
Yeah, we'll all be there.
Has anybody told you what division you'll be wrestling in?
No.
From what we've heard from all the guys on the team, our first tournament's always going to be fresh off for Michigan State Open.
Okay, well, that's what I thought too. And I was wondering because if you wrestle in the Open, does that take away your red shirt?
No, if it's an open tournament, that shouldn't take away anything for red shirts.
Okay.
But I think this is like us testing the water, see where we're at, and then from there we can go up into the divisions and do everything else with the team.
Okay. Well, back to you, Maximo. I have a question about Dylan Ragusin. Are you going to ragdoll him again?
If we're in the same way, then yeah.
You know we've had success with Cali wrestlers.
Yep.
I mean, at the top of our career wins list, you've got the Tirapelli brothers. 127 wins plus, both of them.
Yeah. Was Troy Tirapelli coach at my school?
Well, if he hadn't been injured, I think he would have been very near the top of the list as well.
He's taught me a ton of stuff. A lot on the top and a lot on my feet.
Yeah, well, I saw you're a pretty darn good rider. That's going to be important in college. So what did you think about no season in California last year?
I was pretty bummed out when I first heard about it, but it was something I realized is not in my control, so I didn't really care too much.
That's probably the wise way to take it because, I mean, what can you do about that?
Yeah, no, it's out of my control, so
Okay.
I don't complain about it.
Well, Dylan, I got some questions for you. What about that sweep single?
Sweep singlet's always one of those things you always got to go to. Never go wrong.
Well, I noticed that in a seatbelt position off sweep single, you will trip them backwards. Did you learn that from Poeta? Did you learn it from your high school coach?
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a spider monkey. Go on.
I just kind of developed that the more I got into that position and people showed me different finishes off of like tripping them back or grabbing a leg or going to the seatbelt. It's just one of those things that like developed over time and I got comfortable doing. But I wouldn't say necessarily it was one person that taught me that. Probably all the coaches that I had in high school.
How many championships in high school do we have amongst you guys? I think Coach Poeta said something about 9.
Yes. So Maximo has 3, 9. Yeah, we have 9.
Yeah. And then what do you think about the Illinois coaches in high school putting on a state championship for you guys?
It was a nice opportunity because we could have had nothing. So it was one of those things you couldn't pass up because I'd rather have wrestled that than sit at home or go to practice and do nothing. Competing's always the best thing for improving on what you need to get better with.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you also about the super match coming up between you and David Ferrante.
I don't know if there's going to be another one, but the one I had in high school, that was one of the biggest matches probably in my high school career.
It was beautiful. You represented well, and I hope to see it again because I think everybody in Illinois probably wants to see that match again.
Yeah, he's at 165, so he's a little small now.
Yeah. You and Kate, well, all you guys got bigger. I guess that's biology, right?
Yeah. I was a little bigger than him when we wrestled in high school, and then he stayed around the same and then cut a little bit more weight to get down to 65. So me, I went up, didn't really want to cut much weight. I wanted to get bigger for college, so I'm at 84 now.
Yeah. Well, okay. Last thing, and I'll let you guys go. Funny stories. I want to hear funny stories. Okay, who's this?
This is Joe.
JoJo. Okay. Well, let's hear it.
We've set up quite a bit of pranks on each other. There was one time that Caden and Dylan were in the room with me, and they texted some people on our team to call me. So they called me off a phone number that I didn't even know. And it was Kenny, and Kenny started pretending to be someone that worked at University of Illinois, saying that, like, I broke the rules. I was going to be punished, like, 10 hours of community service and this and that. I'm over here freaking out over here on my chair in my room, and these two turn around and start looking at me, dying laughing. And then I finally start listening to the voice, and it's Kenny. I'm like, "Hi, Kenny, how are you?" And he goes, "Dang it." And I figured out it was them then, but they had me going. I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was going to be, like, kicked out of school. I was thinking the worst of everything. And these two were just started dying laughing. They gave it up. Kenny was selling that. So good.
Well, you guys got to keep up with the pranks. Anything else?
Of course. Of course. That's messed up. Another one. The team calls me Bulldog now. I was over at Rice's place, and we started talking, and like we were like making fun of each other and stuff like this. And he saw a picture of a bulldog on Instagram, put it up next to my face, and said, "You look like this. You look like a bulldog. Oh, that's what I'm gonna call you." And I said, "That's never gonna catch on." He made it his mission to catch on, and now that's my nickname throughout the whole wrestling team.
Bulldog.
Yeah.
I like it. You got to be a bulldog.
Greg, you yourself, you can call him Bulldog. He likes it.
I will call him Bulldog. Any other funny stories, guys?
This was not really funny, but I jacked my shoulder up one time snowboarding, and I had to get what are those things called? Like the snowmobiles? Like they kind of look like jet skis. I had to get sledded down the hill in like a cast, not like a cast, but like something that held my arm up. But my arm was pretty jacked up.
And this is Maximo?
Yeah.
Where in California do you snowboard? Well, see, that's your problem. You don't have snow there, right?
No, we do have snow. There's a snowboarding resort called China Peak. I want to say it's about like 2 hours away from where I live.
Okay. Well, my ignorance. I'm sorry. Guys, any other stories?
Caden and Dylan played off being twins before.
Yeah, no, there was two twins that came up to us, and me and Dylan were both wearing gray sweaters standing right next to each other. And they're like, "Are you guys twins?" And we were like, "Yeah, we're twins." And then, yeah, I don't know. That was the moral of the story. That's about it.
That's pretty good, though, because it could work.
Okay, so on YouTube, there's a thing called the wooden spoon trick. Don Harper, my old head coach's dad, he would do this to people, and like I would be his partner in it. So I would sit on one side, he would sit on the other, and let's say like Dylan's in the middle. I would put the wooden spoon that you use like cook stuff with in my mouth, and I like tap the top of Dylan's head like as an example. Well, then he would do the same to me. But whenever I go, Don would reach out with a wooden spoon and smack the heck out of him in the top of the head. And he would think I'm hitting him with my mouth. It would mess with him so hard because I'd be hitting the hell out of him, and he would just be like taking it. And, like mine wouldn't even hurt at all.
Is that a practical joke or cruel and unusual?
A little bit of both. Very fun.
Do you guys have freestyle aspirations?
Yeah, I haven't really wrestled freestyle that much, so it's going to be a change wrestling after folk style and competing more often since I've never really done that before.
Yeah.
My favorite time of year for wrestling would be freestyle and Greco, and that's just what I like to do. So my number one goal right now would be develop myself, get better as a wrestler to help the team out, make a world team for Greco, possibly freestyle too. And overall, though, I really just want to get a team title before I get out of here.
That would be sweet.
That would make everything that I've done in my wrestling career worth it.
Yeah. Your last name, is it German? Is it what?
My last name is indeed German. Funny story on that kind of. About, I think, a year or two ago, a guy with the same last name found my brother on Facebook, and they started texting. And so we started looking into this guy, like, he has the same last name. He's from Germany. We started looking into it. The town that he's from is, like, right around, like, where our family name, like, started, I guess you can say. So we finally called him and tried, like, talking to him because we're, I guess, cousins or we're related somehow. And we've been pronouncing our name wrong the whole time. Now, we're still going to pronounce it the way we do, because the way they pronounce it, I can't even really do it. It's like Braunagel or something. I don't know how to do it. They have a weird tone when they say it, but apparently we've been saying our name wrong the whole time. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to shut it down. You guys are awesome. You guys did a great job. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
You bet. You guys take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.